Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there tonight? All right, my econ associates. Hey, welcome to all of you out there. Hey, I tell you, I'm looking for some my econ leaders tonight. Looking for some rock and rollers, big ballers. All right, hey, we're getting it done here in my econ. All right, guys, ladies, hey, this is Ivey. I got some exciting things to talk to you about tonight. We're going to have some fun, make some money, and all of that good stuff. Hey, got a couple shout outs to our great Atlanta team. You guys did a great job last Saturday at our Super Saturday here in Atlanta. Hey, and I know we've got all kinds of cash flow conferences going on. We got Charlotte, North Carolina next week. So that's going to be exciting. All right. Hey, I see some of my friends and buddies and my econ leaders popping on out there, rocking and rolling. That's what it's all about. So, hey, this is Ivey. I got some exciting things to talk about tonight. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is this amazing summer promotion. Cash flow summer. Hey, that's what we're having here. We got 115 days left this summer. Remember, we're running everything through August 30th. And while we're out working, folks, we've got the programmers programming, and they're doing some major stuff for us. Hey, they're programming some ways that we can start getting some more upfront money. You know, I've always got something working for the MyEcon leaders because you guys are the best and you deserve it. Hey, but in addition to that, hey, this last 4 days of last week was absolutely amazing. And this week has been no exception. We started off with a blaze on Saturday. And folks, we're working on 12 to 1,500 apps this week. So we're having an amazing week. We're going to have an amazing summer. And let's just go out there and do some exciting things. A couple things I want to talk about. Number one, hey, residual income is growing. Hey, you know, this is DTR week. Now remember, the residual tomorrow has nothing to do with what we've done in the last 9 to 10 days, okay? Got to wait a month on that. So that has nothing to do with it. What you're getting paid on now is what you did, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, and on back. And hey, it's kind of nice to get paid on work that was done a long time ago, or to get paid multiple times on that same work. So that's always a great thing. That's what residual income is. I've been very blessed and very fortunate in that manner, because I've got people that I've been getting residual income on for over 20 years, you see? And folks, that's what it's about. As a matter of fact, it's even better than that, because now I've got some next generation money. In other words, I've got people that I recruited 20 plus years ago. We've been doing business. I've been making overrides. Now they have adult children, and they're out there building businesses, making commissions, and the parents are making overrides, and I'm making overrides on it. So we're talking about building businesses. We're not just talking about making a few dollars, okay? So that's always good. You want to go out and you want to build a business. You want to build a business that's going to take care of you for a long period of time. And there's never been a better time to do that. This summer, folks, some of you are going to double, triple, or even quadruple your residual income. You see, some of you have small residuals right now, but now you're going to start getting paid residual income on first month. So that's going to be great. So you go out there this summer and you have a great May, a great June, a great July. Guess what? By August, when we pay residuals, August 12th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere in that range, your residual is going to be double or triple or even quadruple what it was back in May, okay? Because now you're going to start getting that compound money, and that's how you build wealth. So that's what's exciting, folks, when you can go out, build a business, and create wealth. One of the things and this is the fourth thing I want to talk about with you today. One of the things that we hear in this country all the time is about financial success. That's what MyEcon is. MyEcon is the personal financial success company. We help people improve their personal finances. And most all of us grew up in households. Of course, we grew up in a country where the mindset is go get a job and work your job and save a little bit of money in a CD, a savings account, a 401k, a 403b, a mutual fund, something that over time is going to build and help you attain personal financial success. And that's good advice, but it's not going to make you wealthy, okay? It's going to help you maybe get by and hopefully have a small retirement. In other words, if you can only afford, if somebody's making $50,000, $60,000, or $70,000, or $80,000 a year, and they can afford $500 a month in a good retirement plan, or $500 a month in a mutual fund, folks, it's going to take them 30 plus years, maybe 40 years to build up enough money in those assets that they can live on that asset, okay? You know, because, hey, if you're making $80,000 a year and you want to retire and get the same $80,000 a year, you need $1 million in your mutual fund at 8% rate of return to pay you that continued $80,000 a year. Now, that's tough, okay? That's tough to get enough savings to be able to do that in 30 years or 40 years. It's almost impossible in 10 or 15 years. Now, MyEcon's income shifting, we've got ways of helping you get more cash to do that. But here's the reality, folks, okay? You know, they say you can judge a tree by its fruit, right? Well, let's look around America. America is the wealthiest country in the world. America owns 25% of the world's wealth. America has more billionaires, more millionaires than any other country in the world. So if we want to talk about building wealth, then we need to copy what's happened in America, okay? And when you start looking at the wealth in America, millionaires and billionaires, they didn't make most of their money by just working a job and saving some money in a retirement plan. Now, that's good advice, okay? So we're not saying don't do that, because you should be saving something out of every paycheck, whether you work in a job or whether you build a business, okay? You should be putting something away in a retirement program. But if you want to put yourselves in position to be a millionaire, and you know, one of our goals in MyEcon is to help 1 million people become millionaires, you got to become an entrepreneur. You got to build a business, and you got to get leverage, and you got to get residual income working for you, okay? You see, when you start building a business, look at the companies, look at the millionaires and billionaires around the world. They build businesses. Even if we go to the financial services industries that teach the concept of work a job and put a little bit away, okay? In other words, Charles Schwab did not become a multi-billion-dollar company simply by investing, okay? They became a multi-billion-dollar company by selling investments, and the fees that they got from the transactions that they made by selling mutual funds and selling stock transactions to other people, the fees that they got, that's commissions, okay? That's entrepreneurship. And because they did that, they made a lot of cash, took that cash, and then the business that they built, the asset called Charles Schwab, became the multi-billion-dollar asset. See, the truth is, assets are created and built, okay? The assets are not saved for. In other words, if I want $1 million in my mutual fund, okay, and I'm trying to save my way to it, right? So whether I'm working a job or building a business, because this is not to bash jobs, because I tell you all the time, if you got a job, that's a blessing. Jobs help people pay bills every day and make a living every day, right? But what I am saying is that if you want to become wealthy and you want to do it in a reasonable amount of time, maybe be a millionaire in the next 3 years or 5 years, you know, next 36 to 60 months, now you got to become a business owner. You got to sell entrepreneurship. You got to sell the power of residual income. You got to sell the power of leveraged income. Okay, leveraged income is when you're getting paid on the time, money, effort, education, labor of multiple people, not just your own personal efforts. See, look at anybody that's making great income. If they're in the music industry, okay? If they're, you know, in any industry, you know, if they're in the real estate industry, they're brokers, you know, they're making money on many people, not just one person, not just their own personal efforts, right? So that's the bottom line. And so you got to learn in your recruiting efforts, in your training efforts, you got to talk about the power of leverage income and get people to understand that that's not just an all right thing. That's the key to it. And that's how America was built. See, when a company gives somebody a job, they're not giving them a job to make sure they make some money. they're giving them a job so that person, that employee, can help the company make some money. They're leveraging that employee's labor, time, money, effort, and education so the company can make money. Okay? Well, when you recruit somebody, okay, you want to help them make some money, but you're also recruiting them to help you make some money. That's leverage income. And then, of course, residual income is getting paid on the same book of business or the same effort that you did one time, getting paid on it many times. That's the power of building wealth. So in MyEcon, okay, so you go out there with a company like, Remax in the real estate industry, right? They got associate brokers all over the country where they get fees from them, right? Or you got the traditional real estate brokers, okay? And they get a percentage of every sale from all the agents that they have on their team. So now the broker is getting leveraged income, and those agents make sales on a regular basis. So now that's residual income. You see, folks, that's what we got to have. Leveraged and residual. See, look around at the wealth that was built in America. Wealth is created and then built, not saved for. See, saving for it, that's all right. It can help you get by. It can give you some stability until you get to the next place. But if you truly want to become a millionaire, and you want to be a millionaire in the next 30, 60 months, now you got to create a business. Boom. When you sign up in MyEcon, you got your own business. It's yours. You can sell it. You can will it. It's yours. And now you can build it. You can build it by recruiting other people and training people to do the same thing, replicating yourself, and your business can make you a millionaire. Let me show you what I mean. If you got $1 million cash, and you take that and you put it on your kitchen table, right? And you let it sit there, okay? It won't make you a dime. It'll still be $1 million. As a matter of fact, you'll lose some money because why? Because of inflation. Things going up, it's staying the same. If you take the $1 million and put it in the bank pays you 2%. That's $20,000 a year. Okay, so you got $1 million. If you spend more than $20,000 a year, you won't be a millionaire very long. Okay, if you got $1 million sitting in a mutual fund at 8%, then it'll pay you $80,000 a year. But guess what, folks? If you got a MyEcon business and you got 1,000 members, active members on your team, okay? You got 1,000 active members on your team, and now you're getting $7 a month. Well, 7 times 12 is $84,000, okay? So now your MyEcon business. We didn't even count upfront money, right? We didn't count product sales. We just said the membership. So now all of a sudden, folks, guess what? You built a business that's worth $1 million. And see, that's what it's about. Now, what do you need to do to build a business worth $1 million? Well, you can go out there and you start building a team that's bringing in 50 new memberships a month, okay? Well, that's 600 a year. You're probably 18 months, 24 months, 36 months, because some people aren't going to be active, and you'll be a millionaire, right? So literally, even with 30 new memberships, associates a month coming on your team, okay, that's $360 a year. In 5 years, you put in $1,700, $1,800, maybe $2,000. Boom, you could have a business that's paying you $7,000, $8,000 a month, and you become a millionaire. You see, the business that you built has value, okay? And then plus, you're still getting ongoing income because you're bringing in new people. And we're not counting base shop money. We're not counting bonuses. We're not counting product sales. So this is what I want you to remember from tonight's live, okay? I want you to remember that the wealth in America was created and built. The wealth in America was not saved up. You see, but we've been sold, middle-class America, you know? Middle-class America has been sold this idea by the financial services industry because that's how they make their fees. It doesn't mean. So if you're in the financial services expert, don't get mad with me, right? Just say, you know what, Ivey's telling the truth. Because I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying what you're doing is bad, okay? Hey, I got a bank, right? I put money in it, right? Because I got to use it, got an ATM card, a debit card, right? Okay? You know, most people in the world, they got life insurance because they're going to need that, right? In case they die, you know, before they build it. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I've had life insurance. I got health insurance, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, I got plenty of mutual funds, right? Because I need somewhere to park my passive wealth. So I invest in mutual funds every single month and have been for years and years and years. So I'm not saying those products are bad. I'm saying they won't get you to be a millionaire in any reasonable amount of time if you're ambitious, motivated, and want to be a millionaire in the next 36, 60, or even if we go out 120 months, which is 10 years. It's not going to do that. And that's what I'm saying. Okay? So don't get mad with me if you're a financial expert. Just say, I'm just telling the truth. Go ahead and sell your mutual fund, sell your annuity, sell your life insurance. You know, the banks go down and get your CD, get your money market. There's a place for all that. But that's not what we're talking about here in MyEcon. We're talking about helping 1 million people become millionaires. And I'm talking about if you, one of those people, and you listen to me, you know somebody's going to be listening to me, do you want to be a millionaire? Well, now you got to create an asset and then build it. And there's a lot of ways to do that. You can do that. People do that every day. Netflix was an asset that somebody created. Then they built it because they went out and got 20 or 30 million members, okay? Hulu was an asset that somebody built, okay? And we can go on and on and on with that, right? Well, in MyEcon, you can create your asset for as little as $19.95. Now you got an asset, now you go build it, and how are you going to do that? You're going to sell this income shifting membership, which is going to help people put more cash in their pocket. How? Well, number one, we help people correct their W-4. We see the typical person getting $200 to $500 more cash in the take-home pay, and they're not owing tax at the end of the year. Well, I say that's win number one. Number two, we help you improve your credit score. Okay? Well, poor credit can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in your lifetime, plus embarrassment and stress and inconvenience. So we help you do that. So that's win number two. Then the third thing we do, folks, is we show you how to get rid of debt. You know, I got a friend of mine told me this a couple of days ago. He showed me an article where a person was 65 years old, okay? And there's 3 million senior citizens in America still paying student loans. So that means these people, you know, got student loans and they're seniors ready for retirement, but they're still paying student loans. Okay? So we help you. We got a debt elimination system. Help you get out of debt. Bang. So that's win number 3. Then, of course, number 4, when you become a business owner, you get more tax write-offs than people that are just employees. And the good part is many of those things that you are going to write off are things that you're going to spend money on anyway. So everybody out there say, or put on the web or type it out there, anyway. Now, what I mean by that, okay, you're going to drive your car anyway. So now you're going to use your car in business. And because you're using it in business, part of that mileage is going to be tax deductible at about 55, 56 cents a mile. Okay? So now you're lowering the cost of your transportation because you're going to get tax write-offs. So if you can write off 10,000 miles in a year, well, that's $5,600 in deductions. If you're in the 25% tax bracket, that saves you $1,200 to $1,300 on taxes, cash in your pocket. You're going to use your cell phone, your internet access anyway. So if you can write it out, you're going to live in a home or apartment anyway. So if you can write off part of that because of a home-based business, then you save more money. Maybe you're planning on going out of town on a vacation. Well, plan some business appointments while you're there before you go. Get that plan together and make the trip partially tax deductible. So now that's a tax write-off. And you were going to go on the vacation what? Anyway. So now that you're doing that, that's win number 4 because you lowered your taxes. And then number 5, go tell everybody. Go tell all of them. Go tell everybody that if you want to make some money, if you got some dreams and goals that you want to accomplish in a reasonable period of time, become an entrepreneur with MyEcon. Get started in MyEcon for as low as $19.95. Okay? Start doing those things that I just talked about, putting cash in your pocket. Run, go tell somebody else to put some cash in their pocket. And the next thing you know, you got 100, 500, 1,000, 2,000 people on your team, and you got a great residual income and a multi-million-dollar asset. See, that's called create and build. Because America, they didn't build this great wealth in America by saving up for it. They built this great wealth in America through create and build. So let's go do it. create your business and go build it. If you've already got it, go help somebody else create one and help them build it, and that'll give you more revenue and it'll give you more wealth. Good night, and God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.